Hey guys, so I draw a lot, and the biggest thing, not the biggest thing, the most common thing that I draw happens to be, ponies, because I'm a huge brony. And so today I just wanted to make like a quick little quote unquote tutorial thing, uh, just to show somebody who might wanna try my style. So the pony we're gonna draw today is me, because I kind of specialize in drawing pony versions of other people. So yeah, so I'm gonna just start now because the video's already getting there. What you want to do to start out is the outline. That's obviously the first step. So uh, I usually start with the hind leg. The Okay, well, the pony's gonna be facing this way. So I start with the back right leg. And it's just gonna be a quick line down, to the side, and up. Now you're gonna want about this much space between them, depending on the size of size of how much you want the pony to be in the end. Then at that point, you're just gonna want to curve up here and make it almost like straight up and down, slightly higher than this point. Then you're gonna want to come back over here and do a quick tick to the side and then back and then up. This tick to the side is kind of the back of the knee, I guess, for the horse, for the pony. And then just take this part and go way over here. Yeah, about there. And then you just bring it up and up to, let's say, here. Then do a quick loop around for the ear. Then bring it. I kind of messed that up. I'm moving the paper. Then move this line over here. And after a little bit, drop down. Now the next part's kind of different for each. If you're drawing someone who's a woman, or I guess this day and age, identifies as a woman, then you would bring it up here, kind of leave a little upward thing right there. Believe it or not, the muzzles are kind of different between mares and stallions, so it's kind of different ball. And because I'm a dude, I'm gonna do kind of like this kind of thing. Make the end of the muzzle flat, and bring it back around here. See that? Now after the muzzle, just want to go around here, drop all the way back down till you hit about the same horizontal line as your back cuff. Bring it to the side and back up to make the front right hoof, and then bring it around and down. Got a little stomach area right here, and then okay, this is a little too cornered. And do this. Now I'm not like an expert at this, but I've been drawing these things for about a year, and they've been getting better and better. So that's the really cheap outline, I guess. The next thing to make it slightly 3D is you want to grab around this area of it. For me, it's about one note paper line up. And this part, bring it over here, go up, and then bring it over here so you have a back left leg. Oh, jeez. So I just realized something bad. This part here is a little off. I came too far. Oh, jeez, my camera's moving. All right. Came too far to the left here. Forgot to say, you want to make it continually going a little bit to the left or right, depending on which way your pony's facing. Until it gets around here, you don't really want it to go straight down, because the next step after having done the back left leg is to make the front left leg by kind of taking it out and going right here, using the same line as our background ground. Okay. All right, now that we've got the general outline, you want to jump up here, make a big kind of an ellipse for the eye. Looks a little haunting now, but trust me, with ponies, this is the size you're gonna want. Then take about this far down that thing, make a quick curve like that, and then another one right under it. Now that there's gonna be your iris, I guess, and I'm not kidding, they have gigantic pupils, so it's gonna be all that. Now, you just saw that I drew a little circle in the middle of the pupil there. That's to kind of do the little shine that they put in the middle of the eye, you know? Then, to make the mouth real quick, you're going to want to just go right to the muzzle. Really quick, tick up. That's it. And yes, they do smile like that. For the nose, it's really quick. You ready? Boom. Now, I had to take 2 tries there, but it's just really quick. If I had to make it bigger, it would kind of look like this. Okay. Alright, this is just the basic pony outline for everything, minus the muzzle. The muzzle can change from man to woman. Now, the next part comes in as, who is this person that we're drawing? And that thing that we're drawing, the next part that we're drawing is the mane and tail. Now, my hair, if you didn't know, is really short, and I like it that way. So I just gonna make a small amount right here and on top, and kind of dip slightly below the line here because I do have hair on places other than the top of my head. Then just erase the shaping line. By the way, you're going to want to do it in here too. Oh, by the way, for this part of the crest, you're going to want to have it meet the ear line right, actually slightly under the other part. Then just erase the body line. And then go in and retouch up the hairline. Oh, forgot something about the general outline. You're gonna want to put a little line right here. That just shows the internal structure of the ear. Now that we've gotten the mane down, we can add the background ear. And I used to make the mistake, don't add a line here, because the ears are supposed to be facing out, and that would make it seem like the ear was facing in. Okay, so we got the mane and the background ear. Cat, what are you doing? Sorry, Phoebe's behind me as usual. All right, now you go back to the flank for the tail. Now, I'm not much of a big tail guy, but I'm also not much of a short tail guy, so I'm just going to go about halfway to about here. Give it the same kind of edge of the edge at the end over here. Oh, Jesus. There. Now that we got the outline for me, but you might see something glaring missing. My cutie mark. Now, obviously, this is once again going to vary from person to person, from whoever you're drawing, but it's a pretty simple thing to figure out what to put here. It's basically if it's a kid, just ask them what they want to be when they grow up, or if they're an adult, ask them what their favorite hobby is, or whatever they do whatever their job is. For me, my favorite hobby is video games, especially retro games. So I'm gonna draw myself a little D-pad. If you don't know what that is, you'll see in a second. A D-pad is basically what they had before joysticks. Alright, so we have basically everything we need with a pencil. Okay? Now, for some people, this would be done. But I like colors. This is my set of colored pencils. It's organized in a way, but it doesn't really matter getting into it. So the coat color, in my opinion, should be whoever this person's favorite color is. For me, that would be my little light blue here. And then you take the light blue, just color everything except the eye, mane, tail, and cutie mark. It's gonna take a second. Alright, I colored it in, but while I was coloring it in, I realized something that I completely missed. I'm a unicorn. The race of your pony kind of matters. So, yeah. So for a unicorn, you just take away part of the hair, put a little line right here, and this is kind of the really hard part. Getting the horn to look right. Okay, in my opinion, that's terrible, but I'm just gonna go with it. Just to make the video not a million years long. And make sure that's colored in the same color as your coat. Alright, so now we got a fully colored pony. Well, not fully colored. What am I talking about? Now we got a pony with a colored coat. And quick thing, make sure you get the background ear. I forget that all the time. Okay? Everybody's gonna have her little ticks. Alright. So, alright, just because it's the same color, I'm gonna skip to it real quick. The eye color of the person, I'm a blue-eyed dude, so I'm just gonna color it in like that, just so I don't have to get the color out again later. Alright, so I'm done coloring in the coat, kind of. But there's one quick thing we have to think about. These background legs and the background ear. They shouldn't, believe it or not, they should not be colored the same color. They need to be slightly darker to show like being in the background and being overshadowed by by its actual body. Now, one might think the go-to color would be black, but really it varies from color to color. Now, the crème de la crème of background colors is the slightly darker version of whatever that color is. And for blue, I actually have one of those. So just kind of shade it in for there. Just to make it look kind of back there. But there are some not obvious cases. I mean, there's blue and light blue, there's light blue and blue, there's light green and green. But for yellow, what do I do for yellow? I usually do a light sprinkling of orange in there, and I kind of have two colors of red, so I don't really know what I really would do there. But if you're when in doubt, just like literally take your pencil, just kind of barely hold it all, and just kind of dust it over there. I mean, I'm not gonna do it for there because I actually have the right color, but there. Fine. One of the last things we're gonna color in is the mane. So I'm gonna take out my brown because that's the color of my hair. So really carefully because of the way my pencils are set up. There. Now the two basic colors for hair, unless it's like a redhead, are brown and yellow. Brown, believe it or not, brown is actually a really low intensity shade of orange, so that's why redheads are red or orange. You just take the thing and shade it in. It can be pretty simple. But my hair isn't that dark. What the heck should I do? Well, actually, it's pretty simple. Bust out your yellow, and you just do a quick dusting right there. But you always want to start with the major color of their hair. Like I'm majorly brown, so I started with the brown and then dusted in the yellow. But if you have like a dirty blonde, then you would start with the yellow, and then dust in the brown. Because usually the first color overshines the second one. Now, the last thing to color in, now that we've gotten all this, the last thing to color in is our cutie mark. I don't really have much, but D-pads are usually gray, not white, so I'm just gonna like lightly color in this here. And then boom. We basically have a fully done pony. Now there's some things I could do better. I could reshape the tail. I could probably redraw the horn better. This part right here could probably do some better tricking. I could probably color it in a little more evenly, but this is a tutorial, not a masterpiece. How to. So with that, oh geez, it's 18. Dang. Well, with that video done, I'm gonna say, I just gotta say one thing: wear your seatbelt.